Hello, you guys. So today is our third house, and the third house is all about communication, social interaction, um, kind of like your intellectual pursuits. It's kind of like your connection to knowledge too, like getting those downloads, but big communication, how you communicate, all of those things. So, of course, our spread is going to be on communication. But I wanted to pull this oracle from Sacred Destiny first, really quick, because it was in my, oh, you know what? I noticed, I wanted to pull this. I'm going to look at this. I was probably drawn to it because of that blue in the throat chakra, and that's why I was drawn to this stupid Rider-Waite. Well, I'm not going to call you stupid. That Rider-Waite deck is awesome. This is our card, openness. Oof. You know, being open to the universe and all of the systems. So we are going to set an intention for this reading that we're going to be open and we're going to listen and understand the message. And remember that it's general, so it may not resonate with you. You know, something may not go with you. And so take that and just go, okay, that's not for me. I'm gonna move on to the next card. Maybe that one's for me. Maybe something else is for me. And I made a little spread, 5 cards. Okay. And so the house of communication, as you know, the communication sign would be Gemini. They are communicators. That is my rising sign. Also, the planet is Mercury. Mercury is the planet of communication. It doesn't mean it's going to be in your third house. It could be anywhere. Mercury can fall anywhere on your birth chart, just like Gemini can fall anywhere on your birth chart. We are just talking about the third house is communication, just like Mercury is about communication, and Geminis are big on communication. So that's what they have in common. So we don't want to miscommunicate that. So let's start looking into this third house and kind of looking at your strengths and how you communicate, your weaknesses, what holds you from speaking your truth, or how can you speak your truth with ease, and also how you can deal with miscommunication, because in our society we do miscommunicate things a lot, and it doesn't happen purposely. It just happens because we all communicate different. Everyone has a different communication style, or everyone also has a different listening style. So how you hear things, you might hear two people could be listening to the same person, and one person thinks, well, that person was being very aggressive. And another person was like, no, I think that person was just being straightforward. So it's all about how someone perceives the message and what they're getting. Again, like how you perceive the message and the information you get from this, it might resonate with you and it might not. And so if it does, it does. If it doesn't, let it flow. And just a reminder, we're always growing, we're always learning, we're always on an adventure, and just take your time and write it out. All right. I'm going to get these cards out. I'm going to shuffle a couple more rounds. All right. I think I feel good. I feel good with that one. Okay. Our strength, our weakness. What holds us back from speaking our truth? How to speak with ease, and to deal with miscommunication. Those are our cards. And we have this, we are going to be very, very open to this. Openness. We're putting that there. We want to be open. Of course, we just had our full moon in Pisces, which is like that blue moon. I did not see it. It was cloudy here, so I didn't get it. I didn't get to see it, unfortunately. All right, our first one. What is collective? Oh my goodness. You guys got strength in. Your strength for communicating is the strength card, which is, I'll bring it over here so you guys see it. This is interesting. This is cute today because I am meeting with a couple ladies in a little while, and part of the book we were reading about was strength, and I just got through the lesson. Gosh, strength is all around. So your strength in communication is being able to know when to speak your truth and know when to hold back. Also you know how to you have that inner guidance, that inner willpower. You have that resilience and that control of where you're like, I know when to shut up. I know when to speak up. I know when you have this beautiful, inner wisdom, inner strength that you know when you're supposed to speak up and you know when you're just supposed to back down and just listen. So you know the power of communication, and that's beautiful. Okay? That's a good card to start out with. Your weakness in communication is High Priestess. What is this, you guys? I think we have some. I cleared the cards, but some of my stuff's coming out in here. We do get lessons on, especially with these major arcanas. And this High Priestess, your weakness is the information that you do get. Maybe you speak on it too much. Like, and I know I've had to check myself too. Like getting information, like getting downloads or getting knowledge, or just a knowing. It's one of the clairs of just knowing. You just know things, and getting that, and then just blurting it out or just saying it to people and telling people. And maybe that one of the things about the High Priestess is she knows information. She's supposed to keep it to her. Sometimes you're supposed to keep it to yourself. You're not supposed to speak it. You're supposed to not tell everyone that information. You're supposed to keep it in. And I know I have to work on that as well. So it's like learning things, or even not being able to keep secrets. And so you're like, oh man, I found something out and I need to tell someone else. Or sometimes it's learning to hold back on things and not tell everything. Hold stuff to yourself with this High Priestess. Okay? Those are big lessons. So, and that goes back to your strength. You have the strength to control this because you have this card here starting you out. And this card trumps this card. This card comes after, and you definitely can use this to get control of this. Okay? All right, so what we have next is how to speak your truth from the heart. And we have the King of Swords. What a great card to have there too, because with this King of Swords, beautiful. The swords is about our thoughts. It's about what's going on in our mind, but it's also about speaking up and speaking the truth and telling the truth and just being truthful to yourself, being truthful to others. And you have a king there, so it's saying to get to speaking your truth from the heart. You need to make sure you're telling the truth. You're speaking up, but you're also being fair about it as well, because that is a card with fairness as well. And it is also speaking in your ideas, like it's very innovative because it is the King of Swords, and makes me think of Aquarius. So you are speaking in that energy of, this is, my idea. This is something that I'm thinking out of the box. I'm coming up with this idea, and it's okay. And I can speak this because this is what I believe, because you're speaking from the heart. And you say, this is what I believe. But it is the sword of truth with that King of Swords there. Next, we have how to speak with ease. My goodness. Okay, this is oh my goodness. I'm like, what is up with these major arcanas here? I shuffled these cards like, and I use this, and this deck, it gets used. This is my truthful deck. It tells me how it is. It's one of the, actually, that's why I pulled it out, because I was just like, it's communication. It's important. Yeah, this is my, and I use this deck a lot. Like I said, I use it a lot. So these cards get mixed up a lot. I don't know why. They are kind of just, no. I'm kind of just like, why are you all out? They're out to tell a story, and they're out to give someone a lesson, or all of us a lesson. We all can take lessons from each one of these cards. So, how to speak with ease. We have the Emperor. It's again, standing in your power. We have two powerful men here. I'm like, the King of Swords, can be very cutthroat, but he's very honest and very straightforward. Whereas, and the Emperor is too. He knows how to stand in his power, but he knows how to bring that leadership ability. If I'm looking at the Emperor on the side of not his negative traits, but because I'm asking how to speak with ease. It's like stepping into your power. It's like being comfortable and just going forward, and having, the confidence. Because, with the sign of Aries, they're sitting there with him. Aries are very confident and they're very straightforward. Again, like the King of Swords, this Emperor is saying how to speak with ease. Have confidence when you speak. I'm sitting here. I believe what I'm saying. I trust what I'm saying, and I know people are going to respect what I'm saying, and if they don't, I'm okay with that, because I'm strong in my own skin. I am true in my own skin. I don't need other people's approval, kind of, because you're sitting above. You're emperor. You have that crown, so you have that. It's not being cocky. It's being more like, I understand myself, and I understand my power, and I know who I am, kind of thing. So it's like, that's how you can speak with ease, is have that confidence. Know thyself. I like know thyself. All right, our last card, how to deal with miscommunications. I'm reading I made a little, see, right there, I made my little layout, and I write stuff down like, oh my goodness. We have the Devil here. Like I said, this is all major arcana, and I promise I shuffled those cards. I maybe I just need to shuffle like this, so I can go like this and shuffle. How do you deal with miscommunication? I'm listening. Yeah, the Devil. We are in Mercury retrograde too. So, one is the devil's in the details. So when there's miscommunication, one is look at the details of the communication. Like, what was really said? Or did you just take one part of something someone said, or something you heard? Did you just take one little piece and you didn't hear the whole thing? Actually, it brings me back to, my friend told me a story last night, and she says, I want you to hear the whole story. And she says, and I was like, And she says, okay, you did you listen to the whole story? And I said, yes. And she said, did you hear all the positives in the story? Because there was this one negative part, and I was like, no. And she said, you have to listen to the whole story. And it reminds me of that. You have to listen to the whole story. The devil's in the details. You cannot, yes, some things are miscommunicated because of the hang-ups that you have, some things that you're hung up on. And so that is going to, that stumps you up, so you just don't communicate. You just stop, and you get lost in your own crap because of that devil, and it takes you back to those devilish thoughts and fear, and you go into this negative thinking and fear and stuff, whereas like, no, you have to come out of that. And I'm not going to end there, because oh my gosh, I can't end on that card, and I will not end on it. I think this happened in my last one, I think I ended up with the devil or something else like that. I don't know. but I am shuffling because I will not end on that. But I'm just saying, you cannot, when it comes to dealing with miscommunications, look at the details. That's one thing. And do not live in fear in your head, in your mind. Do not let that come back of okay, I didn't hear everything, or I need to replay that, or I need to ask questions. That's another thing. Maybe I need to ask again, or I need to get a clarifier, like what I'm doing right now. I need one clarifier for this devil, please. And this, thank you. I got 10 of, I finally got like a 1. So with this devil, we have a 10. And if I was, you know who I was really drawn to? I was drawn to this couple in the back. And you see how they are talking. And this woman has a look like what? And he's like explaining things. Well, the reason why we got to this 10 of Pentacles is because I did this, this, and this. I did a lot of work to get here. And so I did a lot of work to be able to communicate to you. So please listen to me. So please don't misunderstand what I'm saying. And so with this 10, it's saying that that person did a lot of work to get past this devil, to get out of their head, to get out of their fear, but also did a lot of work to clear out some things so that they could speak with ease. They did a lot of work. And or also that you did a lot of work to understand that everything is not what it seems. Sometimes when that devil shows up, everything is not what it seems. And so you need to take a step back. And that means you've done the work with this. I'm basing this more on the 10 of being at the very end of something. I know this card's like for, you know, leaving a legacy and all of that. But this to me, it's more of you've done like the work to understand miscommunications. You've done the work to really look past things, you know, surface level crap that the devil can lead you to with fear and anxiety and holding on to things that may have happened. But that was the past, and you can't hold on to those things, and you can't hold on to this devil. And you go more into the details because you worked on that with that 10. You've worked on understanding yourself and other people so that you don't walk around and think someone said this and it meant this, but it really didn't. And you worked on, oh, I can go back and get a clarifier, or I can go back and ask them a question to get, you know, the answer that I want, or I can communicate with them. So when something feels like it's miscommunicated to you, you know that you have the tools to go up and figure it out. If it's within you, or if it's going out and asking, you know, and maybe even asking someone else who's been through something or may understand it better, an outside source who might understand it better, and they could give you better advice. So that is our, and again, it goes back to this, openness. So being open to different information, being open to maybe that's not what it meant, okay? And that's why those clouds are fading from that beautiful moon, because you have this. You have this. You know how strong these are together? These are all strong. They can take out that devil. They can take out that devil easily. I'm just saying. You have the power. So, thank you guys so much for rocking with me during this fun. I love this one. This one's probably one of my favorites that I've done so far for the houses. The third house. So, that's all about communication and deeper understanding of our social interactions, all of those wonderful things. So you guys have a wonderful day. Please like this video if you enjoyed it. Bye.